Hi, this is John from First North Marketing, and today we're talking about Prime Day 2022. Now, it may seem a little early to be talking about Prime Day because it doesn't happen for another 3 months. But what I'm going to show you in here are some of the deadlines that you need to be aware of, and some of them are coming up a lot faster than you expect, along with what you need to do in order to be prepared to take advantage of all the traffic that Amazon pushes during Prime Day. So first, let's look at a little bit of background about what Prime Day is and what the numbers are. So typically this is a 2-day event that takes place in July because of COVID in 2020 and 2021, the dates were actually moved, but we expect this year that those dates are going to move back to that 18th and 19th of July for 2022. And this is because Prime Days really was designed in order to drive traffic during a time that is normally very slow for e-commerce. So what's the impact of Prime Day? So in 2021, consumers purchased a little over $11 billion in goods during the 2-day event. And if we look at this compared to 2022, that was about an increase of 7.7%, up from $10 billion in that 2022 Prime Day. So we expect, again, Prime Day to continue to be even bigger this year, which is why it's important to take advantage of this 2-day special that Amazon puts a lot of resources and pushes a lot of traffic for. So the first thing we need to be aware of is the requirements from a seller's perspective. I'll also show you what this looks like from a vendor perspective as well for those of you that are on Vendor Central as opposed to Seller Central. Starting off with the seller requirements for those that are on Seller Central, first you need to have your product be Prime shipping eligible. Next, it needs to have a Prime eligible discount. That discount must meet all the regular eligibility requirements that Amazon requires. It must have a 3.5-star rating or above. There is also an option that it has no ratings whatsoever. However, I don't think that this is going to be the most advantageous time to put a product that has no ratings on Amazon. The discount must be at least 20% off, with a maximum for the discount of being 80% off. The Prime exclusive discount price must match the lowest price for that ASIN in the past 30 days. The fine print on this that's important to know is that if you have multiple sellers on a particular ASIN, that it is the lowest price from any of those sellers. So even if there's somebody else that's on that ASIN that's has sold at a lower price, you need to be 20% lower than their lowest price in the last 30 days to be eligible for a Prime Day deal. And you must be a seller with at least a 4-star feedback rating. So now let's take a quick look of what that looks like from the Vendor Central requirements. First, you need to your review rating for your product needs to be at least 3 stars. Again, we talked about Seller Central, it needs to be 3.5 stars. For Vendor Central, it needs to be 3 stars. Retail offer must be active, must meet the projected customer demand threshold. Again, that discounted price must be at least 20% off and at least 5% lower than the lowest price in the past 28 days. In addition to that, it must be the lowest price as of January 1st of this year, in this case, 2022. And then finally, you must agree to the per unit funding fee that's in addition to the regular fee that Amazon charges for Prime Day deals. So next, let's look at 10 tips to prepare for Prime Day. So we've got a couple of months yet, and where should we be spending our time in those couple of months? The first thing is on inventory, making sure that you have enough inventory so that way when all of that traffic comes through and you do have that deal, that you're able to keep up and take full advantage of the sales that are going to come your way. Because if you don't have the inventory to sell, obviously that's going to hurt you when we look at all the work that you're going to put into being successful on Prime Day. Next is listing optimization. Some of the easiest things that you can do are A/B testing your title and your main image in order to engage those shoppers, because there's going to be a lot more traffic. So those things are going to pay big dividends. In addition to that, also looking at improving your secondary images, your A+ content, your bullets, and everything else that goes into listing optimization to make sure that you have the highest conversion rate possible going into Prime Day. Manage your negative seller feedback. Like we talked about before, you need to have at least a 4 or above for your rating for your seller feedback. The best way to make sure that that happens is to manage your negative seller feedback. Submit deals for more than one product. Just because you submit a deal doesn't mean, first of all, that it'll get approved, or secondly, that it'll get approved for the time slot you want, which is why it's important to submit a deal for more than one product, because it just increases your odds of being able to take advantage of Prime Day. Focus on your hero product. It sounds tempting to try and move at a big discount some of those products that have been kind of collecting dust on the shelves. Prime Day is not the day to do that. Really, what you want to do in order to get the most out of Prime Day is focus on your hero products and making them even better. So that way, and I'll talk about it here in the end, you can take advantage of the halo effect. Don't raise prices to show a bigger discount. This goes back to, especially today, there's a lot of different tools out there that customers use in order to track prices on Amazon. And if they see that 30 days before Prime Day that you increase that price in order to show a bigger discount, you're going to see problems with that. In addition to, you may run foul, or some of those price increases may be against Amazon's terms of service. So just be aware of that. What we recommend is don't raise prices to show a bigger discount on your product. Next is create a sponsored brand ad to highlight your deal that's going to run during these Prime Days. What that really does is it helps you get top of fold on that page with that placement for the sponsored brand ad, and really highlights your deal. So that way, as many shoppers as possible see that deal so they're able to take advantage of it. Leverage Amazon posts and live. This is something that you're going to want to start at least a couple of months before Prime Day. And what this allows you to do is when you're posting, there's a couple of benefits to that. First of all, it's going to drive more traffic to your listing. Secondly, it will encourage people to follow your brands. So what you can do with that is Amazon actually has a tool now where you can email those customers with promotions. That's especially effective if you're running a special sale during Prime Day. And the only way that you get that is by being engaged with Amazon Posts and Amazon Live in order to get those follows for your brand. Number 9, test the discount price beforehand. So this gives you a good idea of what discount is going to work best for your brand. And you can test those beforehand, so that way you can see what that conversion rate looks like, and you can test different discount prices, so you can kind of find that sweet spot where you get the best conversion at the discount that makes sense for your brand. And then tip 10, take advantage of the halo effect. This goes back to that hero product. So let's say you've done all these things in order to have a successful Prime Day. You've sold a bunch of products, which is great. You've seen your organic rank increase. You've seen your bestseller rank increase. Make sure that you are set up for success with inventory and everything else involved to really take advantage of that halo effect, because that's what puts the profit into your bottom line, is once you have that traction, being able to take advantage of that increased visibility on Amazon. So 2 important deadlines to be aware of. The first is for the lightning deals for Prime Week. This is coming up very fast. About a week from when we're recording this right now, so Friday, April 29th, these lightning Prime deals need to be submitted by Amazon in order to be considered for Prime Week. The other date that you need to be aware of is the Prime Day FBA shipping deadline. This is estimated to be Monday, June 20th. So you need to make sure, when we look at the inventory planning side of things, you have that you're shipping in your inventory by then, to make sure that it's checked in and ready to go for Prime Day. So what happens if you miss these deadlines, and you kind of have that look that this cat here does of like, uh-oh, what do we do now? Fortunately, there are other things you can do to take advantage of Prime Day. The first one is run a coupon during Prime Day. Again, be prepared, plan ahead. It takes at least 2 days from the time that you submit for that coupon until it becomes active on Amazon. So it does take a few days to plan ahead for this coupon, but it is a great option since there's going to be so much more traffic on Prime Day. It'll still get you a little bit more visibility where your listing will stand out, where it's got that little coupon tag to help drive some of that traffic to your listing. Another option is Deal a Day. Be aware that this is for Vendor Central only. Again, you need to plan ahead because it does take some time from the time you submit that deal to where it becomes active. A third option is you can run a sale. Again, you're going to get that sale badge, which is going to help your listing stand out. And then a fourth option is to lower your price by 5% or more compared to the last 30 days. That'll get you the lower price badge. Again, these badges really do help your listing stand out, especially if you're in a very competitive category. So that is all about what you need to know in order to take advantage of Prime Day, along with the deadlines. My name, again, is John Stojan from First North Marketing, and what we do is we help scale your brand. We work with 6- and 7-figure consumer product goods brands to become category leaders by applying proven strategies to drive revenue and profits on Amazon. If that's you and you're looking to grow and you want to scale, schedule a free missed opportunity call. This is where we get to know your brand, and then we take a dive into where we think the best opportunities are for your brand in order to grow. It's completely free. You can schedule it at firstnorthmarketing.com. Until then, thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.